Hello, Mary. You just got home a little bit ago from a rough day, weed eating and blowing. Well, not a rough day, but a rough half day, almost 4 hours. Um, Weed eating this big parking lot, overgrown, at the Gateway Pet Guardian Animal Rescue. My daughter is heavily involved at that place, so we had a little work day yesterday, and instead of staying till 11, I stayed till 2. So from 8:30 to 2. And then today I was there from 2 to quarter to 5. And my point is work ethic. I was working for $0. I am a volunteer, as my daughter is. And I was working. I mean, I did rinse off some of the filth that was on me, but yeah, I worked today, and I'm proud of how I work because it doesn't matter if I'm making $0 or I think the most I ever made in an hour was like $36 an hour back in the day. Um, but and you were at your sister's old ice cream shop, and you were there, you're her little maintenance guy, and you have a job to do when you get there. So you get there and you start working. Well, there was this young adult, there were several young adults, but this guy, I noticed the minute he didn't have a customer, he pulled out his phone. And I'm like, yo, yo, yo. I told him who I was, and I said, I'm sorry. I just got to get on my soapbox. You're on the clock, right? So you should be working even if you're not busy. And I says, I don't mean to be a jerk about it, but work ethic, to me, it means you work the same whether you're making $0, $7, $100 an hour, whatever. You either have it or you don't. And if you have a good work ethic, I'm not going to promise you, but I would say chances are you're not going to starve. And it's something to be proud of, and it's fun to work. I haven't thought of, being asked this question if I had to play for the rest of my life or work. I think I would choose work because, I love pickleball, but I think I would get a little sick of it. Um, but accomplishing stuff and working, I don't think I would get sick of that. I like to work. And I know I'm not the only one out there. There are a lot of people that like to work and accomplish, and God bless them. But then what? Are there some people that they want to see what they can get away with? Like, I see what I can, I'm not working, but I'm still on the clock. Yeah, I'll show them. I'm like, seriously? I told these kids, these young adults, I said, there's a plane going over. I said, you've heard the saying, dance like no one's watching. Well, I told them, work like everyone's watching, because there's usually going to be somebody watching. And I gave them an example of this gal who, somebody noticed how she worked for $7 an hour, and now she's making buku bucks, and she doesn't have a college education. I mean, she has a associate's degree, but yeah, because she works, and people know that. Heck, I made a good living. I never went to college. Well, I took 2 classes, but people know that I work and that I have a good attitude. Those 2 things will get you far. So I'm all about the work ethic, and I love it, and we need more of it. But like I say, I've heard people say, oh, kids nowadays. Do you know how many generations I've heard that? It happens every generation. Those kids nowadays, they don't want to work. There's nothing new. Old people have been saying that about younger people as long as I can remember. Eventually, they'll figure it out. Not all of them, but not none of them. Some of them will figure it out that working is good. And there are a lot of workers out there. My heart goes out to, I always think about this little person that's in the lab trying to find the cure for something, and nobody notices. But do they? but they're working like everyone is watching. And that's what I do. And it's worked for me. So anyway, take a listen to this, Mary. After a while, you'll feel good because I didn't bust your chops like I do oftentimes. So this is good. This is the good stuff. Be proud. Okay, bye-bye. Don't forget to listen.